Come on. All right, boom. All right, let's just wait for the people to get back in. All right, let me stop this as soon as it starts. All right, guys, sorry about that. You know, the phone I'm using for the hotspot ran out of juice, so we're gonna do the rest of this interview. I'm gonna smoke another cigar because I'm fucking insane. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of this. Let me refresh this. So. Do. We back. Yeah, sorry, the stream went off for a little bit. Apologies in that. It's my bad. But yeah, we're back with some more questions. All right, let's see where I left off at. Let's see.
So, you've seen a lot of battle rappers come, a lot of battle rappers go. What does it really take to stay in the culture, to be one of those names that people are talking about for the next 5, 10 years?
Damn, a lot, man. There's very few people that like have stayed relevant throughout all the fucking tides and change in battle rap. A couple of those people, Thesaurus has. I feel like he's one of the people that have stayed relevant for the longest. T-Rex has also. Although T-Rex nowadays, you can tell he's not completely motivated, which is sad because he's like one of my favorites. You just gotta fucking have a crazy work ethic. Like DNA is also one of those people that always shows up. Can't count him out. Battles a lot too, and that's the thing is like people that battle a lot and show up at like a high level, that's like insane. So I think it's like you just gotta work hard as living fuck, and also like adapt to the changes, man, because battle rap moves in the tides. People are like, oh, associated wordplay is heavy, big in at this time, and like we only like shit like that. Oh, performance is big at this time. Oh, you know, schemes is big. So you got to kind of incorporate what's hot at the time a little bit. But yeah, you just gotta like evolve essentially. Like you look at Ilmax battles nowadays to his grind time battles, it's like there's a fucking massive change in between there, you know? And it's because he's as evolved as a writer, as a performer, as a rapper, you know? And that probably comes a lot with like living life too, you know, as you mature and get older, you know, you evolve as a person as well. So yeah, it takes a lot of work.
So 2018, who's the best battle rapper right now? As in who's 2018 has been absolutely crazy? Who's like at the top of their game right now, at the top of the culture, 2018?
It changed now. It changed after Summer Madness 7. I would have said Twerk. But the two people that I think have been consistent and putting in like the best foot forward, there's two people. I mean, there's plenty more people. The two people that come to my mind like immediately are Iron Solomon and Geechee. Those two people I think have been at the top. They've won every single battle. I think Geechee is arguably, don't fucking crucify me for saying this, arguably undefeated on URL. And Iron is the same way, which is pretty fucking insane. So I think those two people I think are running for champion of the year. Amongst other people, I think you can make arguments for a lot of other people, but I think those two people have battled the most consistent and have won the most amount of times.
So there's a lot of talk right now about what region is the best for battle rap. You know, is Jersey running battle rap? You wouldn't know after, you know, Summer Madness 7, but is Jersey the best? Is New York the best? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But the West Coast has an argument for that for that title. Do you think the West Coast right now has
I'm biased though, dog.
Rappers?
I'm so biased. Because I'm going to say yes. Yeah. Of course I think the West is the best. I've always been one to put on the West Coast. Like if you watch any and all URL streams, I always sneak B-Dot's music video, the Dear West music video in there. I always sneak the Out on Bail freestyle in there, and now the How It Goes music video. I'm always a big proponent of the West Coast because I live out here and these guys are my homies. So I'm biased. I also thought Pass beat Moneybags. I know a lot of people don't think that, but yeah, I'm fucking hella biased. So I definitely think the West Coast has the best talent pool and the most diverse talent pool, in my opinion. That's not to say other regions don't have fucking insanely good people. If you look at St. Louis has an incredible talent pool of top dogs: Verb, Hitman, Young Ill, Remy D. I still think Remy D is from there because that's where he's from. And then fucking obviously fucking Jersey is insane. Fucking Red, Surf, Arsenal, Twerk, Suge, like that talent pool is fucking crazy. And then you got fucking New York, like the fucking epicenter of hip hop. So yeah, there's a lot of like hard hitting areas of battle rap that you could call the best, but my personal favorite is the West Coast.
Now, my last question, outside of battle rap, outside of making movies, outside of Ruin Your Day, what gives you the most joy? What gives you the most happiness? There's got to be something outside of everything you're doing that you can do to relax, you can do to have fun, something out there.
This, smoking a cigar, which I guess is just a vice, so that's a cop-out. That's like saying drinking a beer. Yeah, smoking a cigar, working out. I'm sounding like such a douchebag right now, but yeah, lifting weights I'm super into, exercising really gets my mind clear, and yeah, smoking. I guess there's like, I have like no other like real hobbies outside of like film and the channel. Walking, actually, I've discovered my love for walking.
Going from place to place, going from point A to point B.
It sounds so stupid, but honestly,
right.
like I got the idea for a weekend at Geechee's, or how it goes, from like just, I like went to a restaurant with my coworkers that I hadn't seen in hella long, and I'm like, I'm just gonna walk home. It's like 4 miles away from here, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just like have a meal and like get all fucking disgusting, and then I'll walk it off. And I like had so much brainstorming during that I'm like, man, I need to do this more often. Like walk around LA at night fucking feels like dangerous, kind of. It's like hella fun. I say that I'm gonna get like shot and robbed next week. so you know, pour some liquor out for the homie.
Man. Oh man. Yeah, man. But if there's anything else you want to say, man, yeah.
Not really, man. Like, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Riot Network. Shout out Ethan for coming out here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, be on the lookout for everything we got coming up. Also be on the lookout for Decade, King of the Dot event that's going to be happening this year. And also be on the lookout for URL fucking destroying everything in their goddamn path for all the events they're doing. This weekend, I'm going to be out in New York City filming Rare Breeds, Murder Mook versus A-Verb, Iron Solomon versus Big K, King Los versus Head Ice, Swave Seva versus B-Dot, and I know I'm forgetting one other top match that I'm going to fucking hate myself for not remembering, but that card is
Danny Myers versus
Pat Stay, Ill Will versus Big T, and I think that's all of them besides the smaller one, which I forgot what that guy's name is. It's something Harlem. Spanish Harlem versus Top 10. I'm not familiar with either of those guys, but I just did all the pay-per-view graphics today, so I was like, oh, these are two names I haven't heard. So, and there's a surprise battle too. What do you think it is? I think it's Daylight. I think Daylight's going to be on the card, man.
You think so? You really think so?
I mean, hardcore-ass troll. They all pulled a fast one on us, man. RV, fucking ARP.
I don't know about all that.
You don't think so?
I mean, that'd be pretty crazy. I like the original matchup Daylight had. You know what I'm saying? I like that matchup. That was a great matchup. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I mean, that'd be pretty crazy. Don't get me wrong. I hear a lot of people saying Jay Mills. That's what people are like.
What the fuck?
People are like, you know, it'd be crazy.
You called me crazy.
Because they're like, no, like I said, I don't really care, but I mean, like, they said, like, Mook's going to be on the card. They got King Los. Oh, what if they got enough money to get Jay Mills?
Yeah. That's the thing
that's what people are saying. That's
what
I've heard
that's
some
so
people
funny,
say.
man.
But that's pretty weird.
People book these like Omega cards that like cost obviously a shit ton of fucking money to do, and they're like, they have this much money, they probably have that much money more too to spend on like J Mills. I remember, like, I thought when I heard that Mook was on the card, I also heard that Lux was on the card too. It was going to be Mook versus Verb, Lux versus Daylight. And then when that didn't get announced, I was like, oh, why was I even thinking that was the case? Like, I know
that
how
would have been crazy.
I know how much they cost, and it would
how much
be
did
insane.
King Los cost? Like, could they have gotten like Lux to do Daylight?
I don't think so. I think Lux is the most expensive battle rapper, period. I think Hitman and Lux are the most expensive battle rappers, man. And it's justifiable.
As far as the surprise goes, is Adi Boom like out? Is he free? I mean, like, I know that like he's like somebody who ARP and RB fucks with heavily. So I mean, like, I don't know if
that's possible. I don't know his situation. To be honest, I didn't really even know he was locked.
Right. He was. Yeah. It's like last couple of years. Yeah.
Fuck. That sucks.
So like, I know that like I heard he was supposed to be getting out or something like that. But I mean, like
that.
But if he is, like, I heard that like that might be.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy to bring somebody back like that. Yeah. That would be fucking fire. Hell yeah. That'd be amazing. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the daylight wavelength of like, I think it's daylight. It's gonna be the surprise, but I don't think it's gonna be like revealed in like a fucking insane way. Like he's gonna come out dressed as somebody else and like take off like a mask and be like, it was me all along. I would have got rid of it.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. You know what? If it happens, I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a beer.
That I'm not gonna drink. I'll just give back to you.
I'll buy you a cigar then next.
Yes.
Because like
all
that
right.
is a crazy like if that's the case like that'd be something. That'd be something
Let's
crazy.
fucking go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, do you have anything else you want to say? You want to talk to the people a little bit? I know a lot of people aren't like 100% familiar with you in here, so if you want to
right. I mean, if you want to ask me any questions, if you got anything for me.
Okay. Yeah, we already discussed this off channel, but I thought this
right.
was hella interesting. Your first battle that you ever saw.
First battle I ever saw, actually, I didn't get into battle rap until I was, like later in life. I mean, I'm 22 right now. I'm a young motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I didn't get into battle rap until I was 17. And so a buddy of mine in high school showed me. He's just like, hey, like I'm like check out this battle and shit like that. Now back then I didn't think like battle rap still happened. Like maybe like on the street level, dudes would go around and like battle each other on the street.
Camera and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I thought that was I thought that happened, but I didn't know battle rap was as big as it was. Even back then, battle rap was huge.
Yeah.
So he shows me what I had no idea was. To me now it's the greatest battle of all time, but it's Arsenal versus Shoddy Horror. Greatest battle of all time. One of the highest viewed battles. That was back when it was a little 2 million view
used
battle.
to be the highest viewed English speaking battle.
Right.
And
now it's what Oxy and
Diz. But
So-
actually, no. You know what I heard? Sorry to interrupt your story.
No,
But
go ahead.
I heard that A Hat has the highest viewed battle, English speaking battle. It's that 16-year-old girl battles.
Wait, is it that Young Pop versus Lil Sexy? That's not it. That's not.
No, I heard.
No way. That's
I
like
heard,
2 million views or something like that. That's not that.
All right, we'll
now
settle
we gotta
this
find out.
right fucking now. All right, it's called like Lil Sexy.
Yeah,
We're
Lil Sexy. That's definitely.
VDS. Okay, I knew something else was gonna pop. Okay, here we go. Oh no, it's not that bad.
That's what I'm saying. Is that like
2.5
nah,
million
like
views.
that's.
All right, Clayton,
I know,
you fucking
like,
lied
don't
to
get
me,
wrong.
Clayton.
That's crazy. Like for
All right,
A Hat to do that kind of.
Let's see what Diz versus Oxy's at. 11 million views. Holy
I know for a fact that I'm
shit.
pretty sure that Arsenal versus Shoddy is higher than that.
No, it's not. It's at. I think it's at 9.
Is it at?
Okay,
I
so it's
thought-
11.
Okay.
So. Oh shit! Look
Now
at
we-
you!
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
goddamn!
Now
I
we have
didn't
to-
even
yeah,
notice.
click on it, it'll give you the exact
All right,
number,
so
yeah.
Arsenal versus Shoddy Horror is at 11,170.
Oh shit!
Diz and Oxy beats it
Oh,
by
shit.
600,000.
Okay.
I
Is
love
what it
how
is.
Diz and Oxy is also subtitled in fucking English, obviously.
What an insane battle! You know what I'm saying? That was a crazy battle. No one knew what to expect out of that. And when they announced it, we're like, oh, like King of the Dot just like they just did something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that had to have been like one of the best battles of that year and probably one of the greatest battles of all time. Maybe not just from a content perspective, but also from crossing the bridge of bringing the dude who's
Russia,
the biggest dude
yeah,
in Europe,
man.
the biggest dude in Russia, to here to battle our
Yeah.
guy. You know what I'm saying?
that
That's
crowd
like,
was insane.
right.
Were you there?
I was not there.
Oh man,
I wish I went.
It was all Russians.
I wish that was the only. That was like, yeah. I wish I went. I went to Traffic. Like I was there for that event, but like somehow I didn't.
Traffic 3.
Yeah.
Word.
You know what? The World Dom. What was that? World Dom 6, 7.
7.
So
yeah.
that sold out like in a day. Like I remember thinking,
I
I'm
remember.
gonna buy that. Like, oh yeah, when
Yeah.
I get a chance, I'm gonna buy. Sold the fuck out.
Damn.
Because
How's it
tickets
make
were like
you
20.
feel when
Tickets were
you're-
like $25.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I
Is that like
know.
it was
It
dirt
goes-
cheap.
goes.
I spent 3 times more for a smack for Traffic.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
How do you feel when you're like in a city and there's a battle event happening in that city and you don't go to it? Because I've never experienced it because I like work it. I'll like be there and filming it, but I've never been like, oh man, I really want to be seeing this battle, but I'm not there. And I don't think
That's a hard thing to deal with because that's exactly how I felt
Yeah.
for that one. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And like when there was Traffic 1, like that was when I was like, I had to have been like 19 or something like that at the time. And
Could
I'm
you
just
not
like,
go
do I
because it
want?
was-
No,
you were 21?
not like that. It's just, that honestly like I probably wouldn't have been able to buy a ticket because I
Yeah.
wasn't 21. But
Yeah.
still, like even going to my first URL event, first URL event I ever went to was Survivor Series LA, and even then I'm kind of
the
like,
one with Louise.
do I? Yeah, with Gluezy and Geach. So like I'm kind of like, do I want to go to this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you know, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm from Southern Cali. I'm from the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
going to see like Geach, like this is a completely different scene for me.
Yeah.
But it turned out I fit right in perfectly because like I'm for the culture and like
Yeah.
other people other battlers and league owners and media outlets that I've interfaced with, they all fuck with me.
Yeah,
So,
I also think the stigma of like URL's demographic is like hella misrepresented.
No, that's totally
where
true,
it's like, honestly, I feel like better in the URL crowd than I do in any other crowd. I feel like less people are there to get super fucked up and fight.
Right.
They're just there all
See,
to
that's
see
the thing.
battles.
I've never been to a King of the Dot event, so I can't like comment on their crowd.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm at a PG event, like it's funny because it's the same like 50 people who would go to a RYD event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that same kind of, you see the same people at all these events. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little family.
Yeah, and they all want to watch battles, and they're like all reacting. They'll like, look at you even if they don't know you. Be like, that was crazy, and you're like, yeah, that was nuts. And then you like have this common bond with all these people that you don't really probably share a lot with, like a similarity in your lifestyle, but it's like you create this like friendship all with watching this performance.
Yeah.
It's hella tight. So Shoddy versus Arsenal was the first battle you saw.
Yeah, so my buddy, and like I said, my buddy showed it to me, and he was really into the English, like he was into the English leagues, he was into the European battle rap scene.
Was he British? Why was he?
He wasn't. He was just a dude from around here. You know what I'm saying? He's just a Southern Cali dude.
Yeah,
like
I'm a huge fan of Don't Flop too, so I fuck with that.
And that's what I like. Honestly, that's what I thought. Like, oh, battle rap exists out there. Like that's the only place it existed. You know what I'm saying? So like, what was the next battle? Next battle I had to assume must have been was Shoddy versus Math. You know what I'm saying? That's like the next battle I saw. And then I'm like, oh shit, there's this dude Math who's like
that was
fucking
unfortunate.
people up. Yeah,
that was probably not a good introduction to Math.
You know what? It wasn't. But like when you like a couple years later watching it, and I'm like,
then
wow, oh shit, like him disrespecting Shy and not even rapping in that choosing not to rap in that second, like that was disrespectful as fuck. And like how he explained it in the third round, like super disrespectful. But yeah, like I eventually followed him and like, oh, like Arsenal and Math battle. Hey, like I like Arsenal from that last battle, so I'll watch them both. Fire battle. Then I watch Ars versus Disaster, Ars versus Pat Stay, and I'm like, oh shit, like Arsenal's one of my like top 5 favorites of all time. Top 5 to me in like, he's on Mount Rushmore. He's in the top 5 of all time.
Okay, what is your Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore. I'd rather give you a top 5. I don't have a 4. It's more like 5. It's more like 5.
It's like you have to like stick to your guns with the Mount Rushmore. You're like, oh fuck, I have to defend this.
Right.
Okay, top 5 right now.
Top 5. Arsenal, Clips, and I know like a lot of people, Clips, like like a dude who like doesn't have third rounds and things like that. But the thing is that like that's in the big moments he's shown up. He's got some of the biggest battles of all time. And so it's like name a dude who's battled Loaded Lux and Hollow, and name a dude who's battled both them in the same year. That's why to me it's like that's like one of the goats.
Arsenal did, and he beat both of them.
In the same year? Oh, it wasn't.
Oh wait, no.
I'm
thinking of Iron. Sorry, forgive me.
Ars is the only other dude to battle like Hollow and Lux, and then also Iron. So like I'm just like, oh shit.
I agree with you about Clips, man. A lot of people hate on Clips, but he's like one of those people that is like so fucking charismatic, and like when you see him battle in person, you're like, okay, I get this. Like you're like even on the stuff that like later when you watch it back, you're like, oh wow, that wasn't that cool. But like in person, you're like, fuck, he's the greatest battle rapper of all time. This is amazing. He's dope. So Clips, Arsenal.
Yeah, Ars for me, like it wasn't not just because he was the first battle rapper. I mean, that's like I got sentimental reasons, but also like when you look at the numbers, like highest viewed battle rapper for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Just a completely prolific dude. If he's not the Jordan of battle rap, then he's Kobe pretty much. As far as like how prolific he's been, millions of views, things
and
like
also
that.
the things he's done for battle rap too.
UW on the strength of his own name was able to start his own league and have some of the craziest battles. Still having some of the craziest battles in the
booked Hollow and Lux. That's great, and that card he booked them on. That whole card is fucking incredible.
Right,
every battle on that card is amazing. So Arson, Clips, who else?
I gotta have Rock up there because well, first hold on. I'll segue into I gotta skip that one first because I gotta say that Rex is up there. For me.
Damn, Rex, you got a cool top 5. I like this.
Rex to me like has held the culture down in a way that Mook never did. Mook isn't really in my top top 5 like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's probably because I didn't come from that era. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that actually like I didn't get into that era until a little later. Even when I started watching battle rap, I didn't get into that era until a little later. Yeah. And I didn't really mess with. I don't really care for Mook like that because when the culture really needed him, he priced himself out of battle rap.
Word.
And so he went and battled, he battled Iron, you know what I'm saying? Like, battle in a way, wasn't a crazy battle to be. I saw that battle, wasn't crazy, wasn't all that impressed.
You watched it all the way through.
And I'm just kind of like, probably. I've probably watched it all the way.
You think
through.
so?
I
Damn,
watched it all the way
That's crazy. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've watched bits and pieces. It's
but
so
either way,
long,
like,
dog. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking an hour long.
It's like an hour long. But still, like, I wasn't that impressed. Wasn't impressed versus Lux when he battled him at Total Slot. So I'm like, this dude who like prices himself out of the he like, as far as I'm concerned, I thought that he did it on purpose so that he doesn't have to battle. His spot as Jordan is never jeopardized at all because he doesn't have to battle because I'm quote unquote I'm too expensive for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm worth 60 grand or whatever it is. And knowing that leagues can't pay him for that, which means he can't battle, which means that he can't lose his spot. So that's the way it is. So I'm like working on like I want to write an article right now, a little opinion article about why Mook needs to like get 30'd at this next event. Why Averb needs to completely 30.
You gonna put that out before the event?
Yes.
Damn.
Hopefully I can get that out like this week.
Say that right now, and I'll put this on the stream. So tell me your reasons why now. Why Mook needs to get 30?
Why do I think because for battle rap to grow, you need to like get it out with the old, in with the new, pretty much. Like to get new growth, you have to clip the old. You know, that's kind of the way it is. And like you have a log jam of talent. Pretty much, that's kind of what's happening in battle rap. Yeah. New dudes can't come up because the top tiers right now don't want to battle them because the elite dudes don't want to battle them either.
Yeah,
that's kind of, it all starts with Mook, where there's no revolving. It's not a revolving door at the top anymore because the top dude doesn't want to give up that spot. And so I think for the like. There's been dudes, I can name 10 dudes probably who've held the culture down, who at one point held it down and were that dude to beat. Yeah, you can name 10 dudes like that, and not include Mook. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So to me, like I said, Rex is that dude who held the culture down for the longest after Summer Madness 2 up until Summer Madness 5 when he got 30'd by Clips.
Yeah, you know the story behind that though, right? About why he got 30'd?
Lost his nephew, right?
Yeah, like that day.
Right.
Like that morning.
Yeah.
Which is nuts that he still showed up in battle. That's fucking. I give like hats off to him.
Right,
that,
pretty much.
You know?
Yeah,
and there's a lot of things in that battle too that I'm like, fuck, man, I don't really know. Like, there's like a lot of things working against him. Like his mic didn't work, so he just fucking used a handheld mic. Yeah. And then
I mean, like, it is that battle kind of is what it is. He hasn't been able to like recapture that old Rex, that hat to the old Rex. You know what I'm saying? But like, either way,
I think he won the first round against RYD.
I think so too. That was a crazy battle. That like I was really happy to see like that Rex come back again. A little bit of that at least come back. But I mean, as far as that Rex could like. He can do wrong in my eyes, but like I'll still hold him as like one of the top dudes in battle rap for having held it down the longest, and arguably being better in the same era as Mook. Pretty much, you can even say that he's even better than he is. So that segues into Rock. That segues into Tay Rock, because after Rex, Rock is now the new dude who's the GOAT right
top
now.
Forever. Yeah, for real. He was the guy to beat. He's like the last boss of URL. He's they're pretty much their poster boy. Do you think he won against Hitman?
Probably not. Probably not. I mean, like at the same time, like he's been doing this like for years. He's not only he's been doing this since he was like 16. Yeah. He's been at the top of his game like all like these last couple years. And like if he loses to Goods or Hitman, whatever, like
because they're like some
either
of the best
way,
too.
like you mean to expect like he's losing. Yeah, exactly. It's an elite dude. It's not like somebody underneath him took his spot. Like those are other elite dudes that he battled. So even if he lost, I'm okay with that. But still, like he's a dude who. Like I said, held the culture down. He's solidified his legacy. Battle with Hollow, like he can battle Mook, and still it wouldn't change anything for me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of where he is.
Rock and Mook, holy fuck, that'd be crazy. That'd be really crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't surprise me that he's showing a little bit of like, I don't want to say wear and tear, but I mean, like he does look like maybe he's fading a little bit as far as like content and because the energy's still there. Yeah. The the effort is still. He's not going into battles half-assing battles. He's like out here performing. Yeah. So yeah, I mean like that's 4. Now I gotta think of 5. Let's just go. That's my Mount Rushmore right there. That's 4. That's 4. But as far as like new dudes right now, like Geechee to me is like the top. Is the top battle rapper right now. I know what he's got for the rest of the year, and after this year, I'm pretty sure that he's going to be considered like a top 5 dude right now. I believe that to get into that next level of the roster, you have to beat the dudes at the next level. Yeah. So like he beat Suge to get into the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Because Suge's kind of the gatekeeper into that. You want to get into that, you got to beat somebody like Suge to get into that.
And then JC too.
Right, that too. Yeah. And so guys like Rum Nitty, Sue Surf, Rock, that's at the elite level. You know what I'm saying? T-Top, Briz, Rothstein, Clips. Guys like that are at the very elite level, and you got to beat one of them to get into that elite level.
Yeah, word.
So I'm looking forward to him to take that jump and hopefully get into that elite level by like next year.
Do you think he's who do you think got champion of the year?
Three-peat. What do you mean?
Word.
Like there's not really any, especially considering that other people have faded badly. Like Twerk was still in contention up to this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I would consider the battle like not that anything disqualifies you, but like the big blemish that he had on his resume this year was the battle with Wavy. Coming not motivated, you know what I'm saying, kind of.
Then he bounced back with Verb and nobody gave a fuck
exactly.
about it.
So like that Suge was a crazy battle at Gnome 8, you know what I'm saying, like so it's like, hey, like if he had a crazy, if he would have 30 DNA instead, you know, like instead of the way it went, had it actually been a crazy battle, it would have looked pretty good still.
Yeah.
But given the way that he's kind of like faded, I'd say that Geechee, at least on the URL, is the favorite. However, Loso is going to make an extremely strong argument for why he should be. I mean, he's been putting in a lot of work. I would also have said Math had it not been for this performance.
Okay, what about what are Loso's other like? Was Loso in B-Dot this year?
That was last year. That was the end of last year.
Okay, so what?
So what were some of the battles that he took this year? So he battled on the URL for the first time against Scotty. He battled against Daylight. He battled
Team Moneybags.
He battled Moneybags. He also battled Clone on Bullpen.
Was that dope?
That was a dope performance from him. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen. I don't think that battle hasn't. I don't think that battle dropped yet.
Oh, okay. Word.
So I didn't see the pay-per-view, but from what I'm hearing is that like Loso like 30'd him. Clone was still good, but Loso. But either way, like this is a dude who's not slacking at all. This is a dude who has
so
been
good
going.
at performing, dude.
Yeah,
he's
really.
so good at performing.
And this is a guy. He's gonna be. Now that I think about it, Loso isn't on that Rare Breeds card, but he might be the surprise battle. You never know.
Oh yeah.
Against somebody else who might be a surprise.
Damn,
now that I say it, hey, who knows?
That's a good point.
But yeah, Loso's been answering all the questions that I thought he needed to answer last year. But he came to the URL. He's been traveling to more leagues. He's been battling higher level competition, and so I think that he's got a perfect case for champion of the year.
Damn,
but I think the numbers are more behind Geechee, and the momentum is considering
and
that
he got 3. So it's
right, exactly 3 champion of the nights. You know what I'm saying? I know that champion of the night is something they only do for URL events, but still, like Loso would probably be winning champion of the night if they did it for any Rare Breed event.
Yeah,
or any
real.
King of the Dot event. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how it is. He's killing like everything that you put in front of him, and like I think he needs to battle some crazy up and comer. Now that he's battling on the URL, technically he did his PG. Yeah. So I think they need to throw somebody. Yeah, they need to throw somebody big at him to make it a real test. But yeah, that's the only other person who's got like a flawless year apart from Geechee.
That's dope.
Pretty much. So that's like as far as new dudes right now, that's the people who's killing. I still fuck with Twerk. You know, like Twerk still like that first round he gave against DNA was crazy.
Yep.
I still fuck with him, but. Yeah, like, and then as far as like dudes, let's see. While I'm here, I might as well shout out some of the dudes who are up and coming in the PGs and dudes who I've seen.
Do it. There's probably people that I'm not aware of, so I would love that.
So dudes who've been on the PGs who were pretty crazy. Coffee Brown just had her first PG. She battled against Robin Rhymes.
I haven't seen that battle, but I like them both a lot.
I hope it comes out. Like, you never know with PGs these days.
Why wouldn't it come out?
No, I mean, you never know. That's what I'm saying. It's like from these events, I've seen, like, crazy battles. You know what I'm saying? But, shit doesn't drop sometimes. But, like, hopefully that does. You know, I know there's a lot of interest around Coffee Brown. She's been battling around the country. Yeah. She's really doing her thing as far as an up-and-coming West Coast artist. Yeah. You got real name Brandon. I don't know if you know who that is.
I mean, I've seen his name just because it's funny.
Right.
He's dope.
So he's a great puncher, actually. Probably one of the best punchers we have out here on the West Coast. Real name Brandon is dope. He has a battle on. He actually has a URL drop versus a dude named Fix, who is also another great artist. Fix is dope. Jay the Nightwing. So Jay just had a battle drop versus Fix, also on the URL channel. And Jay probably brings something that I've never seen anyone bring as far as performance.
J-A-Y?
J-E-Y. And then Jay the Nightwing, as in like Nightwing, like what Robin turned into, like when he grew up. And, you know, so he brings like a type of energy and performance that you don't see in anybody on the West Coast has, and that you don't see in battle rap in general. Like the closest I'd have to get to that is like the way that Twerk is unorthodox is kind of like how he is, but it's not the same kind of aggression. It's not like that energy and bounce that Twerk has. This dude has that same kind of unorthodox that you don't know what he's gonna say next, but also like he has like a really interesting intensity and just really interesting battle rapper. Pretty dope. Let's see who else. I got to shout out Ron Compton, of course. He's been doing his thing, just battled Daylight. He's battled Danny Myers also, a 3-round battle with Danny Myers. That's on the Riot. So I got to shout him out. But yeah, a lot of dudes coming up in the grassroots leagues.
Yeah,
a lot
definitely.
of dudes. You got the bro, who was that? Next NXT. So he just battled Ron Compton at the PGs, had another crazy battle.
Yeah.
And he's been putting in a lot of work. So, and that dude, you can profile him as like, yeah, he's very New Jersey Twerk-esque, where like he's got
Aggressive.
that really aggressive,
Yeah.
and yeah, so
Tight.
you got a lot of dudes coming up.
Hell yeah.
So those are some of my favorite new dudes who have yet to break through, but like they've all got that kind of potential to break through, and I hope they do. So,
Dope. Well, hell yeah, man. I want to thank you for coming out. I really appreciate the interview. If you guys are just tuning in, I saw a couple of people asking who Ethan is. He's a journalist. He works for the Riot Network. He's also a professional journalist as well. He came by to interview me for the Riot. We're probably going to release this on Ruiner Day as well. So check him out. Do you got social media you want to shout out?
yeah, so follow me on Twitter at TakeAChansky, take_a_Chansky. That's the same as my Instagram too, so check that out. I upload a lot, or I put up a lot of battle rap photos. I'm a photographer. I take a lot of photos at events. I've got a bunch of Summer Madness photos that I still have to go through. But check out some of my past posts, and you can see that I've got pictures from some of the last PGs and from Initiation also. Check out my website, www.barsandbattles.com, bars, A-N-D, battles.com, because people have been like, is it bars and battles?
Or
you know what I'm
the
saying?
Astor or whatever the fuck it is, yeah.
So barsandbattles.com, that's written content for battle rap. I write recaps, and it's not just, throwing, a bunch of battle rap jargon at you. I like to put the fans who weren't there in the perspective of if they were actually there. So I really write it like it's a Titanic battle, which they are, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is. When you're there and you see somebody's soul sent out the room, like that's what I like to capture.
Tight.
So that's what I like to do. Yeah, the Riot Network, shout outs to everybody there. I'm their media director, so I've been doing a lot of work for them. Check out Plug Talk Radio. That's hosted by myself, Kevin Parks, who's the league owner of the Riot, and Geechee Gotti is on there regularly also. That's 3 right there, where you got a blogger, a league owner, and a battle rapper, a star battle rapper. So if you want to hear Geechee drop some game on some people once in a while, tune in. That's weeknights at 9 p.m. Like I said, Plug Talk Radio. But yeah, that's everything I got right now. Oh, and also, we got Bars and Battles magazine coming soon. Like I said, I've got Bars and Battles, the website, but we are having a print magazine coming soon. And that is going to be the West Coast issue. This interview, I'm gonna write an article on this, and a lot of other things. I got a lot of other interviews that I've done so far also. So it's going to be the best interviews and the best articles and the best photos that I've compiled all year. And like I said, it is the West Coast issue, so it is focusing primarily on West Coast battle rap.
Hell yeah.
So that, and then I hopefully can take it into the female issue, the ladies issue, highlight female battle rap. The media issue, do a story on Jay Black. I already talked to Jay Black at Summer Madness. He's interested in that story.
Cool, fuck
writing
yeah.
a story on Champion.
Hell yeah.
So that's just some of the things we got going on with Bars and Battles magazine. Hopefully that'll be either at the end of this year or at the start of next year.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get a rollout, something like that. But yeah, that's everything right now.
Dope. Hell yeah, Ethan. All right, guys. Signing off. Thank you guys for tuning in for this little talk. Doing a watch on Thursday, I think, with Geechee Gotti, hopefully Danny Myers. So that'd be dope. Or it'll be Geechee and Ilmac. But Geechee's definitely going to be on. He's going to talk about Champion of the Night, 3-peat, and his battle with Shotgun Suge. And go get the Rare Breed Entertainment pay-per-view. It's at rarebreedent.com. I will be directing it, so you know it's going to look fucking great. And yeah, guys, peace and love to everybody. Thank you for tuning in.